Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So here I am in dark, deep, dark space again. You see, I'm just sitting in this 61 system right before, here you go, hazard system. You can tell because the box is glowing a little bit. You can't tell visually when you look at them, which I guess kind of scientifically makes sense, but for our purposes in video game fantasy land, I think I kind of would like to see a weird glow on the system or something, but it's whatever. Here in the box, you can see it's represented here with the little radiation kind of like symbol. And again, the box glows. Click on it here. Base hazard damage 1% of the ship's total hull health every 5 seconds. Level 2 asteroid field Level 2 asteroid field, because there are different type of hazards. Yay. Creates for more research to mitigate those effects. Yay. Level 2 asteroid field hazard deals 200% base hazard damage. Awesome. And then right below that it talks about your resistance, is what they call it. Your ship's hazard defense include your ship's hazard defenses. Gotta make sure I put the S's in the right spot. Include base hazard resistance of 0%, go me, plus additional asteroid field resistance of 5%. Yay! I'm only 61. That's as much as I can have. Unless I buy a Prime, which I'm not going to do. From researchers' abilities, consumables, and or refits. Alright, so let's send into the system. And I will show you some of the dailies. There are a few. Yeah, there are 3, as you can see here. Hazard Hunter. Defeat 5 hostile ships, level 61 or higher. Fairly simple, fairly routine daily for the most part. Hazard Harbinger. Names kind of sound familiar, don't they? Yeah. Earn 20 points by killing hostiles in hazard systems. 1 point for every kill, level 61 ships. And then, it's what I was talking about yesterday, plus 2 points for each level above 61. So theoretically, you could get 20 points without even killing 5 ships. You could. It's possible. Because, right, let's say you kill 4 63s. Well, because it's 63, you get 5 points for it. Multiplied by 4, that's 20 points. So it's kind of cool that you can do that, but at the same time, weird that that wouldn't satisfy the Hazard Hunter daily. But whatever. There's also the Hazard Excavator, which I never do. Mine, gas, crystal, or in a hazard system. I'm not doing that. 84,000? Yeah, I'm not doing that. This is one of the main ways to get the particles. You can actually get them up here from your little boxes too, and as well as the G6 Armada chest. And I'm in a hazard system because I took a little longer to explain things, and you can see my hull is down. Yay. Let's kill this 63 here. Should fare okay against those guys. I don't know. The explorers, not sure. But I saw an interceptor and now I see 2 battleships, so let's go with that for the time being. One doesn't pop up. Yeah, send the banners away, jackass. just leave them up here. Okay, there is an interceptor over here. I'd rather hit the interceptor than the explorer, though at the same time, on certain hostiles, like say Mirror Universe, I almost feel like being in this interceptor, I actually take less damage from the explorers than I do an interceptor. Mainly because explorers typically have less hull, therefore less I have to get through. Was this done the last time I was in here? Or is this lagging again? And there you can see I killed 4 hostiles. Bam, 4 of 5. But I satisfied hostile harbinger. I mean, not hostile harbinger. Hazard harbinger. Yeah, kind of lame. Whatever. I mean, it looks neat in here. Bunch of, I don't know what they are. Fire bolts. Fireballs. And moving asteroids. And I mean, sure, it looks neat. Cool. Not sure the mining nodes go fast enough. I mean, 56,000, that's it. For raw par steel, because yeah, there's raw par steel now. That's not what you use on your buildings. You use Sigma par steel on the buildings. You take your raw Sigma par steel, and then you turn it into Sigma par steel. That's cool, isn't it? Yeah. Not only did they add the Sigma in front of par steel, but now they added raw in there. To a certain extent, you don't need to mine this shit. You'll get enough from events and various trade-ins, but you can mine this. I don't, because why the hell would I? One thing I'm kind of curious about, you would think these armadas being in a hazard system would actually give you more rewards. Well, they don't. What about these guys? They give you more? No. They give you the same. Okay. It's kind of shitty, isn't it? You think you would get an increased amount of reward? Oh, look, I'm dead. You think you would get an increased amount of rewards from the hostiles or the armadas in the hazard system? Because you can see there, I killed 4 ships and now I'm dead. Did I even kill my 5th? Oh, I did. Good. I killed the 5th one, so I don't have to go back. Because think about that. Might actually have to go back. Or if I had taken too long to explain this, I would have lost more hull. Or if I had been away in the can too long, or getting another beer from the fridge or something. If you're away from your keyboard for too long, or whatever device you're playing, you just die. Check the hostiles out. It's not really doing much to me. It's only going 2 rounds. I do have a tier 2 Naismith now. Go Syndicate Advancement and them actually dropping the milestones. I don't have quite max mitigation. Yeah, that's the disappointing part. By the time you get up here, like a low level Paris just really isn't even doing much. You kind of got to stack a few. You got to stack a few more officers below for some defense. Or else you don't have max mitigation like here. Not that I lost that much. Interesting firing pattern here. Only 1 weapon in the second round. 3, 4 weapons in the first round. But this is why I like Janeway. Again, I know I've showed you this, but this is why I like Janeway. That last weapon didn't even hit my hull. Which I like. That helps a lot. Hit this guy, more of the same. Battleship, yeah, more of the same. Look. The hostiles just aren't even doing... They're not even getting my shields down to half health. Half health. Health? Not even taking half of my shields away. Yep, it's all hazard damage. Let's repair this. Yep, 9 billion. Thanks, Star Trek Fleet Command, for giving me a repair bill even though I barely did anything. Wow. To a certain extent, it should really be harder in the first few levels of 61. As you progress, as you level up, you will unlock more researches and get more hazard resistance. Will you ever get rid of the hazard? I don't know. I haven't delved that much into it yet. Really just pisses me off. Because you've seen the warp times. I showed you the warp times yesterday. You can't expect people to actually sit there and watch the screen for 8 minutes while the stupid ass ship travels here. No, people are going to go off and they're going to do other things. I literally just did it right here. That wasn't intentional. Yeah, I set the ship down and then explained to you the dailies. I didn't intentionally take longer than it took to get into the system. That wasn't intentional. And here I had what? 10-15% of my hull was just gone. Because why? Because I don't know. The only reason I can think of, 2 reasons I guess. One reason, people creating this game and running this game, their message to you, the player, is go fuck yourself, you dirty little piece of shit. Shut the fuck up and buy more packs. Or they wanted to create a challenge of some sort and then sell the counter to this challenge. That's probably the more likely one. But at the same time, you're taking how much hull away for a few minutes? My ship couldn't even last a 15-minute video. Not even at 15 minutes yet. It can't last 15 minutes in its system? To a certain extent, you can avoid dealing with hazards at all. You don't have to. There are certain researches that you do need some of these hazard particles for. They can benefit you. But at the same time, do you need them? No, you don't need them. You don't need half this shit. We want half this shit because we want to be more powerful. It's kind of the thing that was created here, right? Upgrade. Do this research. Do that research. Do this building upgrade. Do this ship upgrade. Officer upgrade. Forbidden tech upgrade. Artifact upgrade. Upgrade. To a certain extent, it is our fault. You don't like hazards? Don't deal with hazards. Because fuck hazards. Why? There's no point. Do hazards so you can get better at doing hazards. Cool. Because maybe I just haven't analyzed the research too much, but I'm looking at some of those researches and I'm like, oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Because I can't get to the research I really want until level 64. Super highways. There are G6 super highways. You cannot do them until 64. Yeah. Cool. But other than that, so Well, yes, technically you can skip hazards. If you want the super highways, you really can. Unless you're willing to just pay for it. Which is, that's something. Yeah, whatever. Let's wrap this up and get out of here, right? So this video was me showing you hazards, and yes, my ship is already dead because the hazard system killed them. But dailies don't take too long if you factor out the warp times. They are doable. You can get enough hazard particles so that eventually when you do get up to 64, you can do the super highways for G6. Yay! It is kind of neat that they put in a little scoring mechanic in here. You're a 61, but if you kill a 63, you get 5 points towards your daily goal instead of 1. Okay, cool. That's a neat thing. Comment below. Was this the first time you have seen hazards? What is your first impression of hazards? Have you been doing hazards, assuming you're even a high enough level? If you picked up a tip that maybe would make it easier for, let's say, a newer player, make some things easy for some people, because this is one of the things that really pisses off the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.